gonna watch film before I answer that. But it's been something that we've struggled with all year long, and I told the guys again today before the game. I said let's grow where we can actually have some success, and then and come out and play that hard again the next night. And it just didn't happen. A big part of the scout was, protecting the paint, making them shoot threes, knowing they're not a big three-point shooting team, and they scored 70 points in the paint, and they were 4 of something from 3. So, we didn't set out what we wanted to, but the overall effort and mental focus from not everybody. Some guys I think came out ready to play and played hard, and but it's just you can't have that at this level and expect to win. So.
In L.A., when the Pistons beat you, you mentioned that Drummond, you guys did a good job of fouling him when he got to the basket. Tonight, he only shot 3 free throws. Is that something that I know you told him to do it. Did they just miss it?
Yeah. Well, a lot of it, a lot of them tonight were on alley-oop dunks because our weak side wasn't in. So it's tough to wrap someone up on those. But there was a few opportunities that he had it under the basket that we could have wrapped him up, and we didn't realize what was happening out there until he was already at the rim with the ball. So we would have liked him to shoot a lot more free throws than that, but we weren't ready tonight.
D'Angelo played 3 really good games in a row, and these last 2 he's really struggled. What do you think's going on with him?
I don't know. I mean, he looked a little tired. He shoot around even today. I thought he looked a little tired, but that's you got to play through that. It's the NBA. There's a lot of games. I get it. There's long road trips, but you got to find a way to fight through that.
What do you think about the way Ingram played? Got off to a really good start.
He looked great. Obviously, was hitting his shots, which we love to see. Was in a nice groove. I thought his second foul was really unfortunate. I didn't see much of a foul at all there. And then he came in and had some really nice moments. Nice over-the-top pass to Tark Black, and he struggled a little bit throughout the game. And Detroit runs a lot of good stuff, false actions into the single side or clear side tags and all that. And a couple of times I felt like he got lost being the low man, who's supposed to take care of all that rolling stuff for us. But overall, I thought he was pretty good again tonight.
One more game left on the road trip. Where do you want the focus more than anywhere else when we go to Milwaukee?
Paint. Let's protect our paint. We were doing a much better job of it for a while, and Milwaukee is near the top of the league, if not number 1 in the league in points in the paint. So that would be a good place to start.
I feel like there's this sort of like seesaw effect in a lot of things. Like you see something improve and then it slides back. And as a coach, how do you work with that? How do you take that? How do you, I guess? I mean,
for me, I can't speak for other coaches, but I try to remind myself that's how this whole thing works. It's never just a clean, easy ride on trying to get back to the top. And it's natural to in this process with the guys we have and the youth we have and everything else, that you have some success and then guys kind of feel good and then you take steps back. So I just remind myself that we continue to stay positive. We continue to work our tails off in practice. We continue to preach to the players what is important value-wise to how we want to play basketball. And win or lose, we're going to come back to practice tomorrow in Milwaukee and get after it again, and know that if we continue to do that every day, we should be all right down the road.
The 2 games since the change, you've had kind of diametrically opposite. I don't know. It sounded catchy. Thanks. You've had diametrically opposite results. How do you evaluate what that group actually looks like and what it can be?
Well, that's what I said at the beginning. Well, we're not going to pull the plug on this right away. If we struggle with it, or if we come out and have a lot of success like we did in New York, we're not going to say like, hey, this is the change made everything. It's just a small sample size, so it's tough to evaluate after 2 games, but we'll stick with it for at least a while longer, and then we'll have a better idea of how it's looking, who's looking good, who can, who's handling the pressures and the responsibility of playing bigger minutes and guarding better players well, and we'll have a better idea of what guys we have.